You have never really lived until you have done something for someone who can never repay you. I love all of these like tiny, cool, funny, entertaining, and often extremely like just brilliant, fantastic pieces. But could I also just say sometimes like they're so short they don't really explain the fullness of what's there happening. Um, for example, you can truly live if even if you haven't done something for somebody who can never repay you. It's not about being repaid anyway. It's not important. Being repaid is a fine. Not being repaid is fine. It's the loving, truthful vibration that comes from your heart and soul, your being. Basically, it's like if you do something non-attachment with love and care and kindness, it doesn't really matter if they pay you back or not. All the sages talk about the present moment. Like true success and true living is living aware in the present moment, because otherwise you're not living, because you can't live anywhere else but the present moment. So it's all the simple daily life. Just this. Like this is what living is about. Just this. It's no big deal usually. It's not full of glittery moments. Life isn't a life full of constant what we call glitter and magnificent like peak moments. But the more you live in the now, in awareness, and coupled with some decent physical health, your awareness is higher and better. You live in the now more, as in you see things, hear things, and notice things. It could be inside of you, emotions and thoughts and feelings. It could be your body, breathing, body movements, seeing people or noticing your own body movements. It could be outside of you, sounds, quietness, silence, movement of stuff you're looking at, hearing, or taste, etc. So that's what true success is: living, being aware. And obviously, if you can throw in non attachment as well, non judgment, non resistance, not being identified with the physical world, as in knowing yourself as a silent space of awareness in the present moment, or with the conscious mind choosing instead of the living a daydreamy life of where you're just like a chemical reaction, is responding to every little stimulus, your mind getting sucked in all directions. So it's about like living a life where you function in the world, but you don't have enormous amounts of excessive non-stop thinking, where you're always having an agenda, you're always having a plan, you always have something you're waiting for or somewhere you're going to. You're always obsessed with the future, or else you're always thinking about the past as well. It's letting go and relaxing. A spiritual life is a relaxed life. A spiritual life is a simple life. They're very strong, real quotes. And what's more simple than the ordinary daily moments? And the more you're into now, by the way, the more you're into now, getting back to what I said a minute ago about glittery, the more you're into now, everything is more or less glittery. Not all the time, because you slip in and out of awareness and consciousness. I'm not trying to say I'm always like living an amazing, enlightened life. I'm not. But every moment, stuff is fresh. You're here and life is fresh now in this moment, because this moment is never the same as the past, so it's fresh. It's like if you're painting a painting, the dry paint is finished, but this moment is just as you're writing the painting, drawing. It's fresh ink. It's beautiful stuff. It's simple. Like right now, I can hear the clock ticking and the bird, and somebody like chopping wood or something, some sort of a drill. Bella, 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 Bella. Bella is so cute. I gotta tell you, she's just so cute. Hi, Bella. Love you. So you've never really lived until you've done something for somebody who can never repay you. Just don't worry about that. Sometimes it's nice to be given thanks. Like I like giving thanks. I prefer it because think about it. When someone's offering gratitude from the heart, it's a lovely energy. So of course you love that. I like all good, lovely energies. I don't follow any spiritual rules. Ooh, you have to give, and it has to be anonymous. Some people say that give without them even knowing, like just do things anonymously for people, and that's better. It's just, why is it better? It's like for me, it's less celebration, probably a little bit less celebration. There's just an enormous energy and joy and celebration and gratitude. So let's say somebody does something kind for me. Let's say I get like a post with 10,000 euros or dollars. I'd be like, oh my god, so cool! I'm so happy. Who did this? Where did this come from? But let's say it's anonymous, like from an anonymous person that says, I'd be like, okay, but they're like so kind and amazing. I'd love that. I really would. And like, obviously, I'd be telling the story to people because it's such a high energy celebrative celebration story. But I'd also love to know who they are so I can express love and thanksgiving to them also, because that's extra celebration. I'll still be telling the story, but if I know who they are, then I can include them too. Very obviously include them. So it's okay to. It's all about the energy. If you're giving presents and you want to feel, you want to appear amazing and you want to be famous and everybody to tell people how cool you are, that's like ego stuff. Like you need recognition. You want recognition so badly. You're attached to it. You're striving for it. You feel like you feel hard done by if people don't thank you. That's all attachments to getting recognition and thanksgiving. But if you don't have to have the attachment, but you can still be willing to party and celebrate with the person you're being kind to. So just question any rules or little like statements or quotes so you see on Facebook or anywhere in life. Question everything and you work from your own higher light and figure things out for yourself. Always learn from outside sources. Even you can learn from a tree, plant. Be flexible. Sometimes stand up and be strong. Birds. Just we can learn from nature. Here's another one that says, never give up. Go over, go under, go around, or go through, but never give up. You see, this can be very misleading too because ego is attached to reaching somewhere or getting somewhere. It lives in a state of not having enough. Something is missing, something is lacking, something isn't quite right. There's something wrong or bad happening. I don't know what it is, or maybe you do know what it is. You're full of like thoughts like bad, awful, terrible. But let's say it's just like I feel like there's something bad or missing, wrong. Like there's something missing in this moment. I need something to go away, or I need something to appear. A feeling of like emptiness or missingness. That's what the ego lives in. Okay. So this could totally be applied to the quotation here. Never give up. It's like, but never give up. That's like you have an attachment. Let's say you want to you want to run really quick. You want a business to succeed. You want a relationship to succeed. You want to get promoted. All of these can be just attachments. Sometimes there's a time and a place to say, okay, well, look, you follow your intuition here and your heart. What feels good, right, and proper to you? Maybe it's good to leave this relationship for a little while. Either a friendship relationship or a family member relationship or a romantic relationship. Maybe it's good to say, okay, well, this isn't really serving my highest light. It's not serving or nurturing the other person either. There's something amiss here. There's something that feels not good. Somebody, maybe they're being very, very, very negative and critical and trying to control you. Or maybe you're being very negative and critical of trying to control them. But, like, you might want to say, okay, well, let's be friends for a while. Let's get a bit of a distance. Or maybe you might want to say, this job is totally wrong for me. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to get out and I'm going to find another job or do something that suits me much better. maybe you want to say, okay, well, running and getting a quick time in running, I made a goal of trying to run this particular time, 5 minutes, for example, for the race. But that's not really as important as I previously thought. That's a bit silly, and I'm chasing this goal and I'm getting stressed about it. So for me, the number one guide is follow your heart and your intuition, and they always feel good. They either feel exciting or feel like bubbly and good, and they feel right. They feel good. It's a good feeling when you're coming from your heart. And your intuition, like just basically whatever I know of intuition, it just feels right or feels good. So they don't strive. They just go down the path of least resistance that feels good. So that's what it is. Hi, babe. Making a video. Here. Now, hi. So I'll just keep talking, okay? So there, I more or less finished the video now. So just be aware, needing, striving, stressing, and instead ask to open your heart and to follow what feels right to you. And if you ever have any people issues, conflicts or relationships or drama or arguments, go back to your heart again, and that's where compassion and affection and sensitivity and connection, humanity connection is found, where you love the person, you care for them, and that'll feel good, obviously. So that's a sign, if you're not feeling good, you've lost the connection and love and care for them. So thanks for watching, and make up your own mind about stuff, question little sayings, and just be careful not to follow any rules, and dig deeper and find out the deeper truths. Thanks for watching, and you're welcome to subscribe for future videos if you haven't already, and to share if you want, and just whatever else, comment, like, favourite, whatever. Okay, I'll see you again, and join me on Facebook if you haven't. My name is Owen XX there, and we can be friends there as well. Okay, bye. Have a nice day.